computers don't make errors. What they do on purpose. By now, your name and particulars have been fed into every laptop, desktop mainframe, and supermarket scanner that collectively makes up the global information conspiracy, otherwise known as the Beast. Dale Gribble. Small recap for everybody. Last we met our players, our dear friends here, they were originally in what they thought was a familiar place and then zapped into a bowling alley where they met one another. They met a smoking man in the shoe rental of that bowling alley and were then instructed to go out and snag a car, a Subaru, Outback Subaru. They kind of rode around. They met Ma over at Ma's General Store and were tasked with finding some head gaskets and some other stuff to get themselves rolling. They met Gail Dribble, the Overwatch of somewhere else, and encountered a friend in the neighborhood over off of Sagebrush. After returning towards Ma, a Hilo came over and effectively eviscerated Ma's General Store, only for the rest of the party to find Ma still alive, but turned into one of the beasts. After a brief, I guess, car chase with Ma running full sprint, they defeated Ma and have been instructed to go to the Thunderbird Motel, which they've just arrived, and now feel a little bit suspicious over good Gale Dribble. We leave our party now. As we look at this thematically, we have sort of a upwards camera drawing into the Subaru kind of clunking into the driveway or the parking lot of the Thunderbird Hotel. What you guys see is a V shape at an angle. On one side, you have 2 floors, rooms, and a small boxed shape encased room where you would assume the check-in is. Nobody seems to be inside. And then on the opposite side of that V shape, more rooms. In the center of this parking lot, oddly enough, is an above ground metal pool. And then some abandoned cars of various ages, and you guys will remember that you were told that the year that you're in currently is 1994. You were in what you thought was 2024 current time. So these cars look like they have been sitting here for a while. So what would you guys like to do?
Is there like a little reception lobby area?
Yeah, that's attached to the far side of this V-shape motel. And there is also a big tall sign that says Thunderbird Motel out front as well, next to that little lobby area. It's like it almost looks like a sunroom. It's all windows and then roof and foundation, obviously. But if you want to go in there, you can.
I think that Nettie's gonna drive around to where the like lobby is, and she's gonna like back the car into the parking spot just in case they gotta make a quick getaway. And then she's gonna kind of look at everyone else in the car and be like, "Are we gonna try to get a room or?"
Well, I mean, yeah, I'd hope so. Wonder if they got that continental breakfast.
I think Chet is still recovering from the madness of the goo and the man.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, babe. I mean, yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, a room. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Nettie's gonna kind of like pat your head a little bit, kind of trying to soothe you. All right, we'll go and just all go together then.
Yeah, I think that
then, like,
teamwork.
Yeah.
Sydney gets out the car.
The moment you get out of the car, I would like you to make me a perception check.
All of us?
Yeah, actually, yeah, go ahead. Everybody make a perception. Let me know what you get. We will start with Creep. Chet, what does Chet get?
Chet gets an 8.
Okay. Kurt, what'd you get?
Liam got a 9.
Okay. Nettie.
A 7.
Okay. And Sydney.
I got a 10.
10 is high enough. We'll take it. Sydney, you're the only one who really notices this, but there is a pungent odor to the air. One of perhaps rotting flesh, and something that you might be familiar with. You as a nurse would be very familiar with pressure sores. You know what that smell is, and it is enough to bring kind of the bile up from your throat into your mouth. It is a smell of just dead flesh. And hello, Jay. Hello.
Welcome, Raiders.
What a great time to come into. And sick. It is sick smelling. But it definitely, for sure, it is an unmistakable scent. You know that you're smelling a pressure sore, and you are in open air.
You guys kind of see like Sydney, he's whipping his head around and like his nose is towards the air, and every time he moves his head up, he's like, y'all y'all don't smell that?
Well, what?
It smells like broken pressure sores, like old infected like pus. So y'all don't smell that?
That's
No.
like really specific, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's a very specific smell, which why like I don't understand why.
Oh, is that what that smell is? Smells like South of cheese? Is that what that is?
Yeah,
Ramunda.
From under?
Ramunda cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're so funny, babe.
Yeah, they can kind of smell like that, like either like it's rotting flesh or good cheese. It's one of the two. Is it just around?
Yeah, it's
Or
just
is it in a-
around. There's
okay.
no specific way of dictating of where it's coming from. You just kind of smell it around in the air.
That's gonna push Sydney to go into the building faster.
Man, I really hope my athlete's foot isn't flaring up again, you know?
I probably have something for that, and Nettie is gonna follow after Sydney while like digging in her purse.
Yeah, Chet's just like puppy dogging at her side. And you got like
AJ.
everything in there.
Oh yeah, I carry everything. Don't worry. If you need it, I got it.
Awesome.
You'd think you'd follow the golden rule of John Madden. Tough acting, 10 acting. Gets rid of athlete's foot every time.
Man, you think I just like carry that stuff around with me like I'm some sort of like walking drugstore, bro? No,
Well,
I gotta have room for my pigskin and my brewskis. And you know, that shit ain't gonna cut it. We keep it at the school, in the locker room. It's in my locker all the time, man.
Okay, so you guys go inside the lobby area.
I just always imagine every time Chet talks, there's these long stares from Sydney and Liam, just like,
Okay.
Incredible. Incredible. Entering into the lobby, you don't really see anybody at the front desk. It is plain. It is linoleum. There is a buzz above your head from lights. It's a little bit grating. There is a door that just says employees only in the back and a desk in front of you. But otherwise, it is empty.
There a bell on the desk?
There is a bell on the desk. Would you like to ring the bell?
I'd like to ring it, yeah.
Okay. When you ring the bell, you hear the distinct sounds of snorting. And there is not just one, it's sort of a multitude of snorting from behind the employees only door.
Does it sound like pigs?
Bigums.
Did you guys that sounded like pigs, right? I'm not like going crazy. That sounded like pigs.
And Sydney, that smell is getting stronger, and it is like enough to make your eyes water.
Okay, so it's stronger in here in the direction of the employees only door?
Not necessarily in the direction of the employees only door, but within the lobby, it reeks.
It's like, oh my god. Okay, so basically, what we're gonna probably hold on. Is there like a chair around here, like
Yeah,
a
there's
folding
like a
chair or a
row of
plastic
chairs. Yeah,
chair?
row of waiting room chairs sat there.
Is it he's gonna pick up one and just kind of like, well, he's probably gonna like drag it over and try to pick it up and go, are we gonna go behind that door?
Is this gonna be a problem for you, Sydney? I just need to know now. Is it like?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna
hey,
be a major problem. It smells
I
like
think
shit.
he like Liam wipes his fingers on his shirt to get some grease and oil, and then just smears it across the top of Sydney's lips while he smells his motor oil. See,
And
get
like
better.
he does one of these like, I know you didn't just touch my fucking face. Um,
You don't smell
okay.
you don't smell the rot meat now. Now you just smell motor oil. That's what the rot meat will turn into eventually.
It's just got. I know you didn't just touch my face.
Fossil
Okay.
fuels.
Do you want some deodorant? And then Nettie's gonna pull out a little thing of deodorant. Do you want to like?
Yeah, what scent is this? And he's gonna like take it out of her hands.
Oh, it's that. It's the. It's like the. It's actually it smells like cookies. It's like a limited edition native deodorant. I got it from Target.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But like that smells like fresh baked cookies. Oh,
Yeah.
Man, I would like hold back, not try to eat it, just wear it, you know. And he like rubs it under his nose and hands it back.
I'm gonna be fine. He's gonna reach into his little side pack that he has, and he's gonna pull out like a regular mask, and
Okay.
he puts it around his face, and he's like, "Well, I'll be fine. I just don't. Y'all don't smell it. Just me."
No. I'm kind of nose blind from all of the nail polish and the
Yeah,
acetone.
That makes sense.
can't
Would
really
you-
can't really smell much myself, but I can sniff check the difference between 530 and 1040. I can do that. I can definitely taste the difference between Pennzoil and Mobile.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
I think Chet is gonna do like a really cool guy action.
Okay.
And since no one's coming from the bell, he's gonna like try to like vault over the desk, but make it look real like cool.
Make me a madness check.
God damn it! This is son of a
I'll
bitch.
give you the vault for free if you make the madness check.
Okay, I'll make the madness check.
Oh no, you're gonna fall in a large pit behind the desk.
Me.
Rah, 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 rah.
Well, that's a 5. And I'm gonna use one of my advantages to re-roll that. Even though I feel like, is that gonna do anything? Ooh.
Chet's not meant to make a madness save at all.
No, he's not built for that.
0 for 4, honestly.
That's an 8 on the second one.
I'll give this to you. You make your madness check. You're okay.
Okay.
But you do feel a sudden like pang of anxiety as your feet are landing on the floor, almost like you think that you're not gonna make it. Like you're just gonna keep falling. And you know that feeling when you're dreaming and you are falling in a dream and you go, like that shuddering feeling, that hollow chest, and your guts kind of twist up in a moment of adrenaline. You get that sensation immediately, and that kind of throws you off a minute. But otherwise, you're okay. You're alive. You're fine. But nothing's behind there. There's some pamphlets that seem to be extremely outdated.
I think he's specifically looking to see if there's like any keys to rooms.
So directly underneath of like paperwork shuffling, things like that, you will find several keys, and they are regular keys, not like card keys.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a whole slew of them.
Do they have numbers on them?
Yep, they do. They have a little toggle, a little keychain, in classic motel fashion, and they all have numbers that correspond to what you can assume are the doors outside.
So I have a question. Is this one of those motels where it has like the conjoining door every like 2 rooms, so like 2 rooms can open into one big room?
I
Yeah, I'll give you guys that. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
there
if
a
you-
map so I can figure out which rooms?
Yeah, but you have to make me a check for
Okay,
it.
yeah, I'll take it. I'm not very smart, but I am good at
Your
getting
standard
laid,
party
so
motels.
Give me an understanding check.
fuck.
What is your understanding?
That's a 9. It's a -1. Don't look at it. It's fine.
That's why he keeps failing the madness checks.
I'm built for speed, bro.
You might want to ask for some help on that. That map, it's really old and faded, and like you
Okay.
can't really make heads or
Okay.
tails of it. Yeah.
Hey, babe, look. And he's gonna like take the map and turn it around and like push it towards her. Maybe like we could get 2 rooms, but I know like sometimes I've stayed in those hotels. I think everybody's been inside those hotels where there's like a conjoining door, so then we would have like more space, but also privacy if we wanted privacy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I stayed at a couple of those down at Seaside. And then may I kind of take a gander at the map?
Yeah, go ahead and make me an understanding check.
That's gonna be an 11.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. That's good enough. We'll call it square. Yeah, so you find Jack and Jill doors, rooms. It takes you a few minutes to kind of get a lay of the land and figure out, okay, well, this side is this, and this, and north is here, and east is there, and okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, so you find it. And what would you like to do then?
I think Chet takes the 2 keys and he looks at Liam and he goes, "Go long, dude," and he like throws the other key.
Liam, make me an athletics check.
No, Liam doesn't try and catch it. He just like he just watches it hit the ground. Just
God, what is your guys' problem? Like, you don't like have any fun or anything, dudes? Like, you ever like caught a ball or anything?
You just like threw it too fast. I don't think that he like saw it.
I am really fast. That's true.
fastest man alive, no doubt.
Yeah, man.
Wouldn't brag about it. He reaches down and picks up the key.
I'd like to take this opportunity to take this chair and shove it under the doorknob of the employees only door.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. I'm not gonna make you do a check for it, but when you do it, you hear a banging and rattling of that door, and it is just an onslaught of angry pig sounds, and they're mad and they're like, squealing and all that. And that smell, when you get to that door, it is, I mean, all you can do to not throw up. That scent is horrible.
Oh no, like Sydney 100% blows chunks right next to the chair by the door.
Are you still
Gross.
wearing the mask?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Gross.
So it's one of those it just comes from under the mask. Just like, oh damn it.
I think Chet's gonna come up behind you and like pat you on the back. Very reassuring. Just let it all out, bro. It's okay. No one's
Please don't.
judging you.
Please
Chet-
don't touch me.
The
Yeah.
moment you get to that door,
Yeah.
you smell it.
Whoa, bro! Did you shit your pants too? What the fuck? That's
What do you mean?
terrible.
Hold
Bro,
the fuck.
what?
Chet.
What?
What do you mean? Did he shit his pants too?
Oh, he just threw up in his mask, man. Haven't you ever like had an accident where maybe you drank a little too many brewskis for you skis and you throw up, but then you shit yourself too? It happens to the best of us, man. But fuck, I wasn't expecting that, bro. Oh, whoa. And he just like starts backing away from you. We gotta get to those rooms. You gotta clean up, man. Hit the showers.
Sydney just turns around and looks at Jet and he goes, I didn't fucking shit my pants. That's what I smelled outside. And it's worse here.
Look, I'm over here smelling cookies, man. I didn't know. It's confusing.
Can you answer a question for me, Chet? What do you think is happening here? Like, do you think you're just like at a really bad frat party or something? Or like, have you put it together that this is not normal?
$20 says he thinks he's on a Tinder date.
I mean, look, all right, so maybe I don't get straight A's like some of you, okay? Maybe I don't even get straight D's, but like, it's weird, yeah, okay? But like I said in the beginning, you just gotta make the best out of a bad situation, okay?
There's no making the best out of the bad situation.
What do
There
you
are
want me
people
to
with
do
their
here,
heads
man? Do you
coming
want me to
off.
freak out? Do you want me to freak out? I feel like I could freak out if you really wanted me to freak out, man. But I'm trying to hold it fucking together because I got a lady here. So stop making me feel like I might freak out.
Chet, you got an inhaler in that bag that you need or anything
No,
at this
man!
moment?
God! I think you need to calm. Everybody needs to calm down right now.
Sydney puts a hand on Chet's shoulder and he goes, "Finally, now you're with us." And
I've
then
been
just kinda,
with you,
like,
man.
walks
I've
away.
been with you. I don't know. Maybe we're all dead. Maybe I'm right. Maybe that was the big concussion. That was why the showers were empty and it was just me in there and there was a weird ass fucking munching sound. I don't know. Can we just go to our rooms?
I think Nettie's gonna hold out her vape to Chet.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Just a little something, take the edge off.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to do drugs.
It clears. No, it's not drugs. I have those, and she pulls out a bag of gummy worms if you want them, but I don't. You don't need those right now.
What kind of drugs are those? What are you doing?
Huh?
You have gummy worms this whole time and you've been holding out, bro?
Well, they're special gummy worms, so.
Okay. Well,
I feel like all the weird shit happening, we probably shouldn't really delve into that,
I feel like I need a shower. You fucking need a shower. He points at Signy with like the puke on your face. All right, maybe we should just go to our rooms and relax for a minute. I'm really sorry, guys, okay? I didn't mean to. I feel like maybe I went off the deep end a little bit, and I'm sorry.
I mean,
Brother, I
at least
think
you didn't
you
shit your
just-
pants.
I don't think you went off the deep end there, Chet, buddy. I think you just finally joined us in the pool. That's all.
Did you guys see that pool out there?
Oh, geez.
Why is it above ground?
I don't know. Maybe they're poor. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
So do you guys go to a room?
One's gonna kill us.
Yeah, sure do.
All right. So you guys go to a room. Just for you, Creep, for that performance, you guys get room 69.
Yes.
Liam and Sydney get room 70. For being bad boys and making my precious baby boy cry. So you guys
There's
make
no
it in
fun here.
into
Right?
You guys thought you were gonna have fun?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should have thought about that. So you guys go to your rooms. Sydney, I'm assuming you're hitting a shower immediately, cleaning yourself up. You guys can chill out, relax. The room itself, when you walk in, and they are both identical, it is a carpet that you assumed at one point was maybe a cream or a beige color, has now soured into definitively yellow and orange in certain spots. It is foul, but it's recently vacuumed. So you have that going for you. There's no crumblies on the floor. The bed is simple on either one. They're both just queen beds, with that horrible like duvet cover that's very itchy on one side and smells of, well, doesn't really smell, it reeks of cigarette smoke. There is a layer of dust on everything. Each room has a television. It's a CRT TV. Good old classic plasma. Has not graced this place's presence yet. There is, of course, your standard accoutrements. The third wheelchair. We won't call it what it actually is. In the bedroom, or next to the bed. There's a bathroom, of course. Ian just got that joke.
Mhm.
Yep. And then of course like AC unit, and then the thick curtains, the what are they called? Blackout curtains. Thank you so much. Blackout curtains there. but that's it. So you guys go ahead and clean yourselves up and hang out. And once you guys are done doing that, you will hear a buzzing sound. I would like everybody to make me a perception check to figure out where the buzzing sound is coming from. We'll go backwards. Sydney, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
Okay. Liam?
I got a Joker.
So you draw again.
No, not Joker. Jack. Sorry,
Jack, so
Jack.
that's a 11 plus whatever.
2, so 13.
Okay. Nettie.
5.
Okay, not really paying
I'm
attention.
looking for bed bugs. I'm a little distracted.
You definitely
You're
don't
distracted
bed-
by Chet coming out of the shower, with just a towel wrapped around him.
Nettie's she's a little sweaty right now. She needs to she goes back to looking for bed bugs because she's red in the face.
And Queep, what does Chet get?
I got a 12, bro.
Right
so proud of
on.
myself. I noticed something.
Right on. Liam, what did you get again? I'm sorry.
13.
13. Okay, all of you guys except for Nettie, who's really into bed bugs right now, who does not find any, but you do definitely see little red dots in the corners of the room, so do with that information what you will. You find the source of the buzzing. It is the TV in Chet and Nettie's room that is humming. What would you guys like to do with that?
Chet's gonna give it the old, like, punch on the top. I think this thing's broken, babe. And he's just gonna, like, Neanderthal hit the top of it.
I'm so glad you did that because you knocked and rattled something out of place or into place and you see it come alive. And what you see before you is a screen of faded colors of that almighty CRT that we all know and love from our childhood. You are met with the image of a man sitting behind a desk. He has narrow, dark eyes looking at you, a clear complexion, save for that passage of time on his face, and dark hair fading down into gray just above his ears. He's sat at that desk. He's in what you might not know, but you might know as U.S. Air Force dress blues. He has a plethora of ribbons and medals on his chest, and a cigarette is between his fingers as he kind of holds it up towards his face. And he looks not into whatever camera is capturing his presence, but at each of you. When he does open his mouth and he speaks, he doesn't quite fully open his lips. His voice, though, is smooth and comforting with a hint of an accent, and he almost sounds a little bit like John Wayne's normal speaking voice. He smiles and he nods his head at both or at all of you, in sort of an awkward fashion. Hello. I'm glad you four have made it this far. Now, I would understand if you have some heavy questions. I'm not afraid of sluggers, okay? Heavy hitters are what I'm used to answering, but let me introduce myself first. My name is Ron, but you might know me as General Ronald Fogelman. I'm the Chief of Staff of the United States Air Force, or at least I was 30 years ago, where you're watching me from. You have fallen unceremoniously and unfortunately into a very confidential, classified, and most importantly, a very dangerous experiment overseen as a joint effort between the United States and Russian governments. You see, where you are doesn't really exist, not on paper at least. The CIA has done a pretty good job at keeping it under wraps until recently. You are in the middle of an experiment. It's had some unpredictable and quite unprecedented results. So, here you are. Welcome, lady and gentlemen, to Project Elsewhere. You may hear it called as somewhere else by its current sentient inhabitants. Now, I would assume you all have some questions about where you are and what has happened.
How do we get out?
Sydney's your name, isn't it? Sydney
Yeah.
Duke. You're a nurse.
Yes.
You're a smart man, I would assume. You did hear me say about the CIA keeping this under wraps, correct, sir?
I did. how is the CIA going to get us out since we mistakenly fell here?
Let's cover that in a moment. I'm sure you guys have some other questions.
Feel like that might be the most important question.
We'll cover it. It's a long one, so we'll get to it in a minute. But anything else at all? Anything. I'm mostly an open book.
So what is this, an experiment on psychedelics and we're just seeing things? These aren't real monsters, or what? Genetic studies, mutation, what's going on here?
Nah, man, it's the goddamn MK Ultra shit that they done did. It's the goddamn government coming to fuck with our fucking minds once again, just like we fucking said they would, and we knew this was coming. That's what's gonna goddamn happen. We knew it. It's you poison the fucking water and turn the fucking frogs gay. I don't fucking know.
MK Ultra was a failure on the government's part.
A really popular Netflix show that kind of like was about that with like the little bald girl.
Possibly. However, it's not psychedelics, son, and it's not drugs.
Wait. So, like, just to confirm, though, I'm not dead.
No, you're not dead at all. See, you're in a different timeline right now. It's running parallel to your timeline, but at a much slower rate. So you're sitting at about 1994.
Does that mean Scott Bakula's gonna show up sometime soon?
Nobody's showing up anytime soon in this place. I hope. That is my first priority. To give you
wait. Timeline.
Right.
You've figured out a way to mess with time. Is this that wormhole study that they were talking about, like condensing where, like,
are you familiar with nuclear fission, sir?
Lightly.
Okay. In 1953, the Mountain Home Air Force Base was a strategic air command, an SAC base. For anybody who doesn't know, that is nuclear bombers, baby. We're talking warheads. So, 1953, if you think back in your history lessons, we're in the middle of the Cold War with the Russians. Fast forward 30 years, we decide to go ahead and join that Moscow summit in the January of 94. So, big problem. We would like to cooperate with Russia to prevent the nuclear proliferation and the spread of weapons of mass destruction. We're coming off the tail end of Operation Desert Storm at this point, so you have to understand we've got some problems there with nuclear weapons. So, between the Russian scientists and the US government, we come up with a plan. We create a parallel universe through nuclear fission to hide our warheads and theirs as well. And I'm talking 11,000 US nuclear warheads and 27,000 Russian nuclear warheads. Now, if my math is mathing, that's 38,000 nuclear warheads. So we create somewhere else or project elsewhere. The problem that happened, so you can imagine we've got airmen, young airmen handling these warheads. There's a mishandling. Some of them began to leak, and nuclear residuals then started poisoning the town. So what we did, like any God-respecting and country-loving patriots would do, and I would like to put it out there that we are, in fact, patriots working on this. We took former Gulag prisoners that were once released by Stalin after his death, and then volunteer airmen from the Mountain Home Air Force Base and put them in this universe. They were going to maintain the town and maintain that nuclear waste. We did pay them, the airmen at least. We paid their families a lump sum about the amount of an insurance policy. But unfortunately, that's when the stalker began. I'm sure you've met him. A rogue airman by the name of Gail Dribble.
Yeah, he's the one over there in that tower, right?
So wait,
Right.
he's like the bad guy?
Gale Dribble is a rogue agent of chaos, Chet. That man is evil incarnate. Through years of nuclear exposure, he found some way to create these monstrosities. I'm sure you've seen them. Through nuclear fission and forcefully feeding other airmen their comrades' bodies, he has created what we know as the Beast.
Wait, but like, I don't. He wouldn't do that to Ma. He loved Ma, dude.
Yep, sound just like the government, blaming it on the small man, looking for a fall guy, don't want to take no responsibility for their actions.
You have no reason to trust me, Liam, but I'm telling you the truth. Now, Ma was not an accident done by the stalker. 30 years has passed in this place, but time ticks so slow. The stalker went dormant. And as that nuclear waste leaked further into the town, beasts began to pop up on their own. There was no need for the stalker till he came back, and he commands them. So the problem we hear in Lie is now there is enough nuclear waste and problem that little pockets of not reality of somewhere else pop up. That's where you all come in. Did you hear a noise before it happened?
Yeah, I think we all heard a noise, right?
Yeah, I done heard a couple noises before we ended up in this here hellhole of an experiment.
Yeah, that's where it starts. Just a noise, a feeling, a smell. And then suddenly you blink and then you open your eyes, and now you're somewhere else.
Yeah, but why us?
It was random, sir. Any other
Alright.
questions? Please ask away.
Well, like, where did Ma come from?
Ma was an airman. A damn fine one, too. A pilot. One of the first pilots that were ladies that I have memory of.
All right, and what is the extent of the giant attack fucking helicopter that leveled Ma's place then?
We've sent in troops before.
And you just leave them, or do they get to go home?
We got to deal with those warheads. They're not coming back. Enough exposure to nuclear radiation. I don't think they want to keep living.
So what I'm hearing, General Sir Dickwad, is that we're going to be stuck here, because if you won't let your own troopers come back, then what makes us think that we're going to be able to come back?
That's a good point.
I'm sure you would like to know the answer to that question that you had there, Sydney, about how you get out. You don't.
Damn it.
I currently have a organization, small group of CIA operatives who are working on opening a doorway to you all. And I'll be the first person to tell you, I'm very sorry to tell you this, but I cannot let you leave with this information. You will not leave alive. Your bodies will be returned to your families, but I cannot keep you guys alive knowing what you know now.
Then why did you tell us? Like, I don't.
You know
I figure
what?
I owed you some honesty at least.
All right, then tell me the truth. I want to know about them bodies at Area 51. If I'm going to go, I want to know. I want that answered.
I really hate to tell you this, but the Area 51 question is really not all that exciting. Yes, there's aliens. Yes, they've come.
Goddamn knew it.
Yes, we used anti-aircraft artillery to shoot them down and kill them.
Well, don't make them too goddamn advanced then. That's kind of disappointing. All right.
So what do we do now? That we just kind of just live here? Like this is just the thing now? Like what we were told not to go to the Air Force base. Is that where you are?
Oh, no. I'm in a different place.
How do we get there?
You want to get on base?
Yeah.
Can I warn you something, sir?
Sure.
If you go to that base, you risk radioactive exposure. And you'll die regardless. But that death will be slow and it will be painful. At least if my CIA operatives can get to you first, it will be quick and painless. You have my word.
Doubtful. Wait a minute. So y'all created this whole goddamn thing with some nuclear fission, right? So let's just say if that door with the nuclear fission could make it where we come this way, sounds to me like we get some nukes, slam them together and fission them together, and then we'll make a doorway going home.
I like your gumption, sir. I like your spirit. Regardless, say you make it work. I will hunt you down, and I will kill you before this information gets out to the public.
You underestimate my bunker.
Sydney's gonna walk into the bathroom. He comes out with the top lid of the toilet tank. He swings it at the TV and busts the screen.
Make me an athletics check, please.
Sure. Oh, great. Oh, great. That's what do we do? 11. Sorry.
Yeah, you do it. You swing back, you better, and you swing forward, and that porcelain lid just smashes right through the glass, and General Folgeman's face is gone and replaced with blackness.
Well, so much for Skinamax later.
We have to figure something out. I'm not just gonna be sitting around with fucking freakazoids running around and shit, just waiting for somebody to either shoot me in the head or somebody to eat me. We're not fucking staying here. I'm not doing this.
Well, I expect the only one who actually has a inkling as to what to do would be that there Gribble fella.
Yeah, but if he's the one who's really the reason for most of this, obviously you guys remember the message on the radio. It was obviously spelling out don't trust. We just don't know who not to trust.
Well, I ain't too keen on trusting the government since they basically just said, hey, we dropped you into a pocket dimension the size of fucking Nebraska and said, good luck. You know, that's just me. And so far, the only person who has actually provided anything remotely helpful has been old Dibbledale, Diggle, whatever the fuck his name is. And I say, you know what? I mean, if we got to pick a side, you know what I mean?
What about you, Chet? Huh? Nettie? What are we doing?
You will see that Nettie has taken out her bag of gummy worms and she is just nibbling on one right now.
I think Chet's like taking a seat at the edge of the bed and he's just kind of doing one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna miss the first game. I've never missed a first game before.
Sydney grips that fucking toilet lid so tight right now, looking at Chet like.
Swing away, Sydney. Swing away.
Just, I mean, it wouldn't matter, right?
So what? You're saying that we pick a side? What side are we picking? Do we stay with Gribble or do we? I don't. Fuck that military guy, you know? Like, he can tell us that we're stuck here. I'm a master of my own destiny. Fuck that guy. For real though. Fuck him. Like, let's, I don't know, I say we go get some newts and we fucking send his ass to outer space. Cause fuck, I can't miss my first game, bro. That's not fucking cool. I've never missed a first fucking game. And if Gale Dribble, if he's gonna get us the fuck out of here, then I don't give a shit. I'll trust him. Who cares? But I don't trust that fucking suit on my television.
Welcome to the fold, son. Welcome to the fold.
I think we need to huddle up. And he's gonna like stand up, and this is like the most serious you've seen Chet. And like stick his hand out. And he's just like looking at the three of you. I said fucking huddle up!
Nettie like scurries up next to him, hand in. She likes the side of Chet.
All right.
He's like staring at Liam.
Liam puts his hand in. You know what, Chet? You're right. A nail technician, a nurse, a mechanic, and an all-star kicker. Ain't nothing gonna stop us.
Look, this is how dreams are made, baby. We can do whatever we want. Let's fucking go. And he like starts pumping his hand in the center. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Go.
Blow these bastards up.
Sports.
I love that you guys are having this really great team bonding moment. I would like all of you to make me a madness check now. We're gonna go ahead and start with Sydney.
Okay, sure. Oh,
Can't you
great.
just let us have this? Just let us have
This
this.
is one little small moment. No, I didn't.
Fail.
Oh,
Nettie,
freaking out.
My
pass.
suit.
Liam,
10 of clubs, and clubs is my suit.
okay, pass. And Chet.
7, bro.
Baby boy.
Sydney and Chet, we get to roll a percentile die for you.
Oh, son of a bitch! After that heartwarming speech, you're just gonna take the team mascot away?
Rudy.
I can't have you guys having good stuff right now. Sydney and Chet, you feel something in your mouth.
Oh. Mm.
It's hard. And it's moving. And there's a lot of little moving parts there. And you feel something kind of scratching along your cheeks. It's writhing. It's bulbous and fatty if you bite down, but you feel that hard exterior around it. Do you spit it out? Do you chew?
I think Sydney starts reaching in his mouth, kind of like trying to funnel whatever it is.
You feel something long and cylindrical. And you feel almost like a brush along the bottom side of it.
Can I grab it?
And you pull it out of your mouth.
Yeah.
You have a centipede there.
Oh.
And you feel more. Both of you, both Chet and Sydney, you feel more. Chet, what are you doing?
Chet is reaching in his mouth and like tearing at the inside of his mouth.
You pull them out one by one, and it's almost like as soon as you pull one out, you feel another one.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? He's just like scrambling.
Same. Sydney ran into the bathroom and now he's starting to like induce vomiting like into the bathtub.
It's just not in the bathtub.
The bathtub.
I didn't get to shower yet.
It's the largest receptacle. It's where we're going.
You're vomiting, and in your vomit, it's again just like it feels like as soon as one pops out, another one is there in your mouth, and you can feel them writhing in there.
just hear wails like in the bathroom. He's just
Yeah.
freaking out like in between.
I think Chet's
like,
gonna
again, trying to get the stuff out of his mouth.
bust out the front door and start vomiting and like
The moment the door opens, you see something out in the desert. All of you can see this if you look out the door. You see, as the sun is setting, you see glowing crosses, like white light, almost like Christmas lights, strung into a formation where you see these crosses, and they are way out there in the desert, and they're not moving, and they are facing you. There's about a dozen of them.
I think that Nettie is going to come up behind Chet and like around his midsection and pull him back into the room because she doesn't trust what's ever out there. And she's going to like twist him around and like shake him.
Okay, go ahead and make me a charm check.
Ace.
Okay, you do it easily. A moment that you feel Nettie kind of shaking you, the feeling is gone, and you can spit, and there's nothing's coming.
I think that Liam goes and hands Sydney his handkerchief, like it's somehow gonna help.
Okay,
Trying to break it for him.
go ahead and give me that charm check then.
Ace of Spades.
You got it, baby. As soon as that handkerchief, and you almost like you brush hands with Liam, and it's this moment of humanity between you two, and it's such a simple act, right? But it is an act that is kind. And as soon as it happens, the feeling is gone.
Sydney like kind of, he doesn't grab the handkerchief, but he grabs your hand, and he's kind of just like there's some pressure on it, and he like turns and he looks at you and he goes, I know you got a cigarette in there.
Goddamn
really
right I
appreciate
do.
it.
What you want? Red or Newport?
Grabs the Newports and he like scooches himself back towards the toilet.
I think that in that moment, Liam lights up one next to him and like sits on the edge of the tub, and he's just like, listen, you damn well seen some crazy shit being a nurse. I know you seen fucked up shit like I've seen fucked up shit. You ever seen a busted tranny on a 79 Delta? Man, that's enough to drive you insane. And I know you've seen fucked up shit too. Trust me, we gonna get through this one way or another. Either that, or we'll end up gnawing each other's face off like a bunch of Floridians on bath salts. Either way, it's gonna be a good time.
Sydney takes a long, hard drag, and he's just like, okay, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Yeah.
Here, how about you just hold on to them, buddy? There you go. You just hold on to them. You're probably gonna need them.
Thanks.
As the sun is setting, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, now what are we gonna do about the other two? A little bent out of shape. But freaking Nettie had gummies the whole time, didn't tell nobody.
As the sun is setting, did you leave the door open, Nettie?
No, Nettie like dragged Chet in and closed it.
You hear outside that door the sound of the desert, the howls of coyotes, the flapping of bats, night birds, and crickets, and the absence of humanity there. As sun kind of is dropping down, I'll give you guys some time to interact with each other. Or if you guys want to go to bed, you can do that as well.
Man, that was terrible. Thanks for bringing me back, Nettie. Really appreciate that. That was a bad one.
You've been getting hit kind of hard with all of that.
Yeah, I just, I don't have the kind of mental fortitude you do, I guess. But I can protect you if you can just bring me out of this shit.
I think Nettie is going to grab you by your face and give you a kiss on the forehead. All right. That's a deal then.
feel like we should rest, you know? Like, tomorrow might be the big game or something. We get, like, a little rest. Pretty important, but it doesn't really also seem like a safe place to rest.
I think that Nettie is gonna kind of like turn her head towards the door. I mean, I think it's safer than going out there. Safe as any place we're gonna probably find here.
We could, like, barricade the door with something, maybe? He's gonna, like, look around. I'm assuming maybe there's, like, a dresser in here of some kind.
Absolutely. There's a small dresser, like one of the long ones. There's a couple of bedside tables. There's a lamp, a couple lamps. There's that. We've got the third wheelchair, if you so desire to use that. But yeah, plenty of stuff to barricade.
Hey, Sydney, Liam, guys good in there?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Yep.
You guys want to, like, help me maybe barricade the room a little bit so maybe we could get some, like, rest or something?
I think Liam just looks at Sydney. Are we gonna help him or what?
Just, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, all right. Just having a smoke break. Just having a smoke break, champ. We'll be there in a minute.
I don't think those guys like me so much.
I don't think they like many people, to be honest. I think that's more of a them problem than a you problem.
Thanks.
I like you. I think you're fun. It's kind of nice having someone not so bogged down by everything that's happening.
We're old, maybe?
Maybe. Oh, yeah. You know, millennials.
Leaves the bathroom. I'm not that fucking old.
No shit. I got a lot of city miles, god damn it. A lot of stop-go traffic.
Millennials.
Yeah. Sure, guys. So, and he's gonna, like, move over to the dresser and like grab one side of it and wait.
Yeah, I got you. And he like goes over, like he goes over and helps lifts it and puts it in front of the door.
Chet, make me athletics check, but do it at an advantage, please.
Gotcha. That is that's a 16.
Oh yeah, easily. You guys easily move that there. Like it's already prepped and primed and ready to be moved. You move it against the door, I'm assuming, and try and barricade it the best you can. As you're doing that, you hear a noise again, but it's coming from a radio, and it's trying to get your attention big time. It's the little alarm clock radio next to the bed, and it's one of those like rectangular ones with the red numbers, and you can't really make out the numbers, but you definitely can make out somebody trying to almost like tap in.
And Nettie go over and like kind of mess with like the frequency?
Yeah, go ahead and make me an understanding check.
Ace.
Easy. Okay. No problem. You get it. And you hear those that monotonous, very low tone. Delta. Oscar. November. Oscar. Tango. Tango. Romeo. Uniform. Sierra. Tango. Golf. Alpha. Lima. Echo. And it repeats itself.
Nettie's gonna turn to the rest of the party, saying, "Don't trust Gale." But like, that's military speak, isn't it? Like, why would we, if we're not going to trust the military and they're telling us to not to trust Gale, maybe we should trust him.
That seems pretty logical.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you guys like to do then?
I'm going to go over to the AC and set it to a good cold 67 degrees, as it should be in all hotel rooms.
Okay.
Hey, you're turning that thing, like, real up, right? Like, cool air in here, right, bro? I feel like I'm fucking suffocating.
Yeah, 67 degrees, and don't you touch it neither.
I'm not, no, bro. Like, colder the better. Let's go.
Perfect.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm on ice when I'm sleeping. I get hot, man. I sweat a lot.
Hey, Chet, now that we got a little bit of this downtime, I do have a burning question for you. Just man to man, if you don't mind my asking.
Yeah, what's up?
What did the Tide Pod taste like?
Ah!
What?
I think he was trying to make a joke because so a couple of Gen Zs tried to eat Tide Pods, but boomer mentality, really.
What was it like living without electricity, bro? And
You can't
hate.
you can't read, can you, Chet?
What? I can fucking read, bro. What are you talking about?
Okay.
He looks at Nettie. I just want to say, babe, I think it's real cool that you know how to work that thing. And he points at the alarm clock.
Oh yeah, we used to have one. My grandpa used to have one. My poppy. He used to fiddle with it all the time. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like like vintage stuff.
oh yeah, I can work like a what is that? A rotary phone too.
Very good.
Like what our grandfathers and grandmas had.
Like these guys. He points specifically at Liam. Bet you know all about a rotary phone, don't you, bud?
Yep, sure do. And if you haven't noticed, we're kind of in the land where I thrive and you don't. So check yourself, son.
Boom. Roasted.
Well, we're not all going to be thriving when we all have radiation sickness. So
No, we'll be glowing.
Yeah, I got a question for you, players. My beautiful baby players.
don't say it like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you guys happen to close or open the Jack and Jill door to the other room?
Well, I thought that was the whole thing that we were doing the whole time. Like we came in, opened the Jack and Jill door, and
Okay.
Yeah.
we-
Yeah,
so
they
you're
would be
saying-
open because they came over to our room.
yeah.
We're fucked.
Though I imagine that would have been one of the doors that Chet would have barricaded
He
and
would have
barricading the doors. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think he would have realized that we were kind of all trapped in here together, or we barricade the other door, but I think at this point it probably would have made more sense for us to just barricade all the doors in this room.
Okay. You hear a voice on the other side of the door. France? France? France?
What is that?
I know y'all are in there. Don't you want to be my friend? You were supposed to help me. You promised me that you'd let me out.
Mickey Mouse sounded fucker. From the
Why does
house.
it sound like Stewart from SNL?
Friends. And you hear like a clawing sound on the other side of the door. Friends. You were supposed to let me out.
Oh, is that what you guys were running from that house?
Yeah.
Oh. I can hear you. We can hear you too, you idiot. Shut up.
Here we go.
Yep. There we go. Fuck.
You know when you're banging on a door so much that it rattles? That's what's suddenly happening to you guys. Let me in.
No.
I love that so much. It rattles more. It looks like the barricade is trying to move. It's not quite moving, but it's rattling. Everything's vibrating and horrible. I can always find a way in, you know. I'm real good at that.
Well, obviously not. You ain't found a way in yet.
Sydney's looking for vents, anywhere within the room.
Yeah, there's for sure vents in there. But you, from the size of the knocking, you would imagine that it does not fit through a vent.
Is there a window in the bathroom?
No, but there are windows outside. Or on the wall to the door, sorry.
Oh,
No.
like for a window right there.
Yeah. I would say big, but it's a normal window.
know what? I'm just gonna be daring. I'd like to peek out like the window, just kind of like one of those, to see if maybe
You
this
see
thing is.
anything? Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see anything. There's nothing out there. There's no trace of anything. I'm gonna roll dice.
Oh God.
No.
Stop it. Don't.
Don't do that.
The voice stops and the rattling stops.
Oh, okay.
Everybody heard that, right? Like we all heard that.
Yeah, I don't like hearing things talking to me from other sides. That's fucking weird.
Not in that voice. It's terrible, bro.
Hate it.
Gives me the creeps.
We need to get some kind of rest before we try to figure out what we're gonna do next. Do y'all want to do shifts, or how do you want to?
Yeah, I think that's smart. I think we should definitely sleep in shifts. I'll take the first shift.
Well, I'll take the shift with you then. We'll do it in pairs, just in case. Like one of us falls asleep or something, at least there's going to be another person like on guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that all right with you two, or?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Just say, hey.
Okay. So, you guys, do Liam and Sydney cuddle on the bed, on the queen size bed together?
No.
Oh,
Absolutely.
disappointing. Is there a pillow wall?
Oh no, Sydney's sleeping in the chair.
Yeah.
Oh, in the third wheelchair? Oh, okay. That makes sense for sure. Okay. So you guys kind of chill out. You doze off easily enough. And Nettie and Chad, do you guys have any conversation or anything? Or you guys just kind of like keep passing the time?
Hold on, let me remind myself what I have in my bags.
Beer.
I think I'm down to like 2 cans now. I think he's gonna pull out his muscle milk protein shake, and he's just like shaking it.
Yeah.
You gotta like shake it up really good, break up all
Yeah,
the
just
stuff.
like
in
everything
there.
like settle in the bottom.
Yeah, like it
That's
gets really gross.
I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like
Ugh.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask Chet, could I do your nails? It kind of like helps me relax.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure.
Do you have like a favorite color? I have a bunch, and she'll like pull out a bunch of like nail polishes.
You know what, babe? Whatever makes you happy. Like, you just pick a color. It's cool. I'm very secure with my masculinity, so.
Oh, cool. And she's gonna like take her file out and start filing your nails, and then she's gonna paint them a nice shade to match your jersey.
You're so gentle.
Chet, I rolled a dice and I said if I get a 16 or better on my bad dice, I would give you a little treat. You get a +1 to your athletics for drinking that muscle milk.
Oh. Is that for like a limited time, or do I get to keep that?
We'll take it like a long rest, so
Okay.
use it until you have a full night's sleep.
Okay. Cool. Feeling really strong all of a sudden.
It's the muscle milk.
Yeah. If
You're
that
looking stronger.
Thanks. If that thing came through here, I would relocate its teeth to its asshole for you, for sure.
Do you think it has teeth? I mean, the other thing had a lot of teeth, but do you think this thing had teeth like that?
I feel like, yeah, don't you have to have like teeth to talk? Like, isn't that part of like talking? Like, you have to have teeth?
I mean, my Nona didn't have teeth in her later years, but she talked really, really well. And she said a lot of words all the time. A lot of words all the time.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe like in my head, it's just Mickey Mouse with teeth. I don't know. Freaks me out, man.
As the time passes and the sun dips further beyond the horizon and you are replaced with utter darkness out there in the desert, you hear something. So a couple hours have passed at this point. You hear the sound of motors, about 12 vehicles, if you were to guess. And they are coming fast. What would you like to do?
I think Nettie's gonna like hit the lights, and then she's gonna go up and like scramble up next to Sydney and like wake him up.
I think Chet's gonna go straight to the window and like peek out and see if he sees anything.
Beyond you, I'm going to set the scene for you. Beyond you, you have the parking lot, you have the above ground swimming pool, and just beyond that is the desert. You have miles and miles and miles of desert before you, but you will notice because it's now suddenly illuminated, there is a side access road kind of like off center to the right in front of you. And it kind of goes way out into the desert there. And you see a row of 12 tow trucks all coming. And the backs of the tow trucks where you would hitch a vehicle to have all been illuminated by these lights, these bright white lights, to look like they're all carrying a cross on the back. One of them, dead center, actually make me a perception check first.
That's an 11.
Okay, easily you spot a shadow part of this cross. Something is on it. You don't really see what it is, but it's dimmed out some of the lights, so it looks a little bit off from the others. But they are coming down this access road, and they are all coming towards the parking lot of the motel.
Shit. We got company, guys. Everybody get up, rise and shine, little baby birds.
You see these tow trucks coming in, and the backs of their tow trucks, like I don't even know what it's called, the lift thing, is wrapped in Christmas lights, white Christmas lights, so it looks like crosses. And Chet had spotted one that has sort of this dark mass over it. These trucks are coming in, they're filing into the parking lot, and everybody's kind of waking up. And it looks like I think Nettie hit the lights, so it's dark on the inside there, but you guys can certainly see out no problem. And they're filing in one by one. There's 12 of them, and they find a way to position themselves so all of the lights, all of the crosses are facing you guys. And you hear as that approaches and they're filing in front of you guys. You hear a familiar voice. You hear, oh, no, 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 no. You hear the cries of your friend Biff Malibu.
Sounds like Biff ate some bad Taco Bell.
Is that coming from the other side of the front door or the Jack and Jill door?
Outside the front with the trucks. So when you look outside, Chet, I'm assuming you're still watching this happen.
Yeah, he's kind of got like the blind peek and like he's like looking back at the group when he alerted them and then like looking back outside.
You see in the most heinous and sacrilegious form of a crucifixion, you see Biff crucified on one of these crosses. His hands are dripping with blood. There is blood and viscera coming out of his stomach. He has obviously been beaten. His face is almost unrecognizable, but you see that mustache and you cannot mistake him. And you hear him just kind of wailing, no, 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 no. What would you like to do?
Fuck, guys, this is not good, bros. Our buddy Biff's out there, but he's not looking so hot right now, guys. And
I keep in mind the trucks are running, and people are obviously have to drive the trucks to get them here, so just keep that in mind.
Are the trucks labeled? Do I see any like?
No, they're just white pickup trucks or white tow trucks.
Oh, what the fuck's going on, guys? There's a whole bunch of tow trucks out there with like crosses and shit, and they're doing some sort of like Jesus reenactment with Biff. This isn't good. This isn't good. Fuck.
What the hell are you talking about? I think Liam goes and takes a look.
Same, like scooch over like real quick to kind of.
That's sacrilege, man. That's sacrilege. God damn it. So like we got, babe, you still got that grenade?
Well,
Yeah?
this just got escalated real fast.
Do we want to use the grenade on a bunch of crazy rednecks or?
I don't know, man. Like I thought Biff was like maybe a good guy. He gave me good guy energy, you know? Oh, maybe that's
He
just
did
me.
give us a grenade for my UV lamp. Like
Did
that
you?
thing was like $5 on Amazon.
And he accepted my beers, so like that's pretty cool.
Maybe we save the grenade for a little later. I think it's too early.
Yeah, but what the
bit.
fuck do we do? They got a bunch of trucks out there, man. We don't got
We do.
squat.
We do nothing.
I think at that Liam like pulls out his multi-tool and pulls out the little 4-inch knife portion of it. Well, I got this.
Whoa there, Rambo. Like,
Through all of this, you hear Biff's wails, and it is the sound of a man who has not a lot of time left. If you're going to save him, you need to act. And Sydney, I'm not going to make you draw for this. You know this. You are a nurse. You know this man is going to die soon if you do not help him.
It feels wrong to just sit in here and listen to this, man. I can't just listen to this shit.
All right. Well, go see what's going on with him.
You're muted, Ian.
go see. We can see what's going on with them. Like we walk out there, we're gonna be the next one strung up, and I don't know.
That is not necessarily the case. Maybe they'll barter. Maybe they'll trade a football for old what was his name again?
Biff.
Biff. Yeah, what was it for old Biff, you know?
Why you gotta remind me of my football, man? It's
He doesn't have a lot of
gone.
time.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
You know what? Screw it. Toss the damn grenade.
You might catch Mr. Malibu in the explosion. I'm just throwing that out there.
He's gonna be dead either way.
He don't have to be.
Toss the grenade.
You hear outside, no, make it stop, no.
Are all the trucks pulled into the parking lot now? Or are they still driving down the road? They're all in the parking lot.
They're all, and they're just sitting there. They're not doing anything. Nobody's getting out of them. They're
Looking
they have-
at them, in my head, do I think that I could toss the grenade in a place where it would hit a chunk of the trucks and avoid Biff?
You could. You know that Biff will take some residual damage. You don't know how bad Biff's injuries are, though. It's not good. It's not good. So you think that if maybe you were to toss it, and I will just give this to you for free, if he gets residual damage, he will die.
Okay.
Does it look like they're like are they parked directly in front of our room? Does it seem like they know that we're here in some capacity?
Yeah. They have Biff directly in front of your window.
Dude, look, they know we're in here. He's right there, man. Like, they're just out there fucking waiting. And I think I got a clear shot. Look, I know that I'm just a kicker or whatever, but my dad told me I should have been the fucking quarterback. So I believe that, because my dad's a really smart guy, man. And I got a pretty good arm. So, like, if I just I could maybe take out some dudes, and then we'd only have to deal with, like, a couple dudes, and we could save Biff.
What if we like bluff? What if we go out there with the grenade and say, "Hey, if you don't let him go, we're gonna blow everyone up and us too"? What do we have to lose at that point?
You got a point.
You got a point, babe. Look, idea. You could hold you could talk to them, and I'll hold a grenade. 'Cause I got this arm, right? I probably shouldn't talk to them though. I'm gonna make that call. That's not like, I'm not a words man normally.
You're an action man. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you get me. I think it's a good idea, Nettie. I think you're honest.
I think only one person should go out with the grenade.
I'll be that guy. I'm not scared. I'm not fucking scared. Nettie, you can stand behind me and just yell at him, babe.
I mean, I'll go out with the grenade. It wouldn't be the first time I've held an active grenade before.
I think Nettie should do it. I think like this is
I think like at that, like Liam literally just turns and looks at Nettie like, sorry, what the fuck?
Yeah, just at this point, Sydney's just like, no, she's about it. I think Nettie should do it.
Jersey streets are fucking rough, I guess. Jesus.
Chet's gonna like come up to you like very serious face, Nettie. Are you sure, babe? Like, I don't want you to be in danger. Like, I can totally hold a grenade and throw it. I've played COD a whole bunch. Like, I know what I'm doing. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to diminish you as a woman. Because women are strong and powerful and you can do and be whatever you want to be. But I, as a man, feel like it's my job to protect you. And I feel a very strong need to protect you.
I think I'll be all right. I mean, like you said, like I'm a woman, so maybe they'll like underestimate me if anything.
Yeah.
We just see what they want, why they're here, why they got Biff strung up like fucking Jesus H. Christ.
All right, maybe we should start moving this stuff then. I think we're like on a schedule here. The time is ticking. Biff is screaming. And Chet's gonna start like grabbing the furniture and trying to like move it away from the door.
Yeah, Nettie's as soon as the door is clear, Nettie's ready to go out.
Okay. Since you already made such a good draw on moving the furniture there in the first place, I won't make you draw again. You open the door and you walk out.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that your feet hit the little sidewalk outside, the truck that is carrying Biff, the door opens up and a man comes out. You can't really see him. You see an outline of him, and you do see that he is smoking a cigarette. He says nothing to you.
You got our acquaintance Biff there. Can we have him back?
Biff looks at you and he says, no, go back. Go. No, don't talk to them. Don't do that. The man says nothing.
I'm gonna walk up with the grenade in my hand, slowly, up towards Biff.
Pretty lady with the UV lamp. Thank you for the UV lamp. It was really good.
It was really expensive. You know, I wanted you to have it.
Quality made. You've eaten so many things.
You got a lot of resin?
No, I just stuck stuff underneath there and just saw what it did.
Was it cool?
It was really cool. It was really cool. And you see like blood kind of like dribbling out of his mouth. Listen, little lady. This is a bad place. This place is wrong in so many ways. In a way that you can't even imagine. It takes everything from you, including your mind. But I think I know a way for you to get out.
How's that, Biff?
You gotta listen to the radio a little bit more. You just gotta really, really listen. Skim through those channels, man. They got some really rockin' tunes. Def Leppard on station 850.
Okay.
I think that's what you gotta do. You gotta just listen to that radio. I don't know how much I have left in me.
Biff, who are these guys?
You see Biff sort of look over his shoulder and then look back at you. Greys. Smarter Greys. They didn't always used to be this smart. They're strong. They're really, really strong. Just beyond Biff, you see the man. He reaches into the cab for something. He sort of rummages around. Slowly, as he brings his arm out, he's got the walkie-talkie part of a CB radio, and he hands it out to you.
I take it.
You hear on the other line. Hello, Nettie. It's your old friend, Gail.
Hey, Gail.
I'm sure you're wondering what happened to Biff.
Yeah.
Biff should have stayed at that laundromat there. You get too above your station, and you start asking all these questions about, how do you get home? Who are these new people? Why is that man speaking Russian to me? And then you get a little bit too much on your high horse, and then you decide to leave your laundromat that you belong to. If you'd just been a good boy and listened to old Gale, I would have taken care of him for a good long time.
Gail, can I take Biff off the cross now?
You can do whatever the fuck you want with him. The boy's gonna die anyway, you fucking bitch.
And you hear a click. He has turned his radio off.
I'm gonna kind of signal behind me because I know I'm not going to be able to get him off the cross myself.
Chet comes.
And I'm going to begin to like try to
Put
get
on
him down.
Put on the mechanic's gloves. Well, it's time to nut up or shut up. Let's go.
Sydney's putting gloves on too from his little pack. Kind of shuffling over to Biff, see what he can do.
As we're all, coming together to get Biff off of the crucifix, Nettie's gonna say very quietly to everyone, I think we're alone in this, guys.
You ever get your nuts caught in one of these there, feller?
You hear just gurgling sounds from Biff at this moment. And he kind of looks back at Nettie, and his eyes are very sheepish. And normally when you first met Biff, he kind of has these wide, expressionful eyes, and he's kind of tweaking around a little bit, and there is an emptiness now looking back at you.
I think while Chet is very hurriedly trying to get Biff down off this cross, he's looking to Sydney. Bro, Doc, you got any like meds you can give him? Any like, can you do anything?
Try and figure something out. He's been like stabbed, like
He's been gutted. Sydney, you know that his intestines are falling out of his stomach. The extent of his wounds are to the point where you can do one of two things. You can kill him now to end his suffering, because you do not have what is required to help him, or you can let him die slowly in the hotel room.
once they get him down, Sydney kind of gives Chet this look, like it's this very like, I'm so sorry look, and he jabs his surgical scissors in the side of Biff's neck.
What the fuck, man? What are you doing? Why'd you do that,
Stop.
man?
Hey.
What are you doing? We're saving him. We're not supposed to kill him.
Chet, stop it.
Champ,
Look at
he
this
just saved him, champ. Don't you worry about that.
Is the gray still standing there?
The gray's still standing there, and
Chet turns around and decks him. Like, full on.
We'll get to that in a second.
Here we go.
Biff holds your hand, Sydney, as he is dying, and he is looking at you as though you are an angel of mercy. And he is thanking you in his dying way. We're going to begin with initiative.
Oh, real quick before we do that, is Biff wearing clothes, like pants and stuff?
Yeah, he's got like military surplus pants on.
Gotcha. Is his keys in his pants?
I don't know. You want to look?
I
Roll
do.
me a perception check to root around in his breeches.
In his bridge. Oh, sick. That's +2, so it's a 13 for me.
Yeah, you find him. You find his giant key ring, and it's just filled with keys. You get so many keys right now.
I grab the keys, the giant key ring, and I guess now we're fighting.
Yep. Okay, who would like to go first? Remember, we do a popcorn initiative. Remember, the gray will go twice if you let him go last.
I mean, I'll go first since I initiated this.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Give me an athletics check for that swing, and I'll count that as your first attack. But I'll do it as a surprise round, so you'll get another attack.
That's a 9.
You know what? He's a soft, squishy gray. You punch him, you deck him clear in the face. Let me pull up a calculator. And I'll go ahead and give you another round to do something else.
Is the gray considered a creature of the between?
Yeah,
I get advantage then.
absolutely. Go ahead.
Let me see. That's a 17 now.
Oh, you hit him again square. He stumbles back and he kind of like is kind of doing one of these numbers and he kind of wobbles around. He's like a little weeble wobble. And he looks pretty fucked up now. His face is pretty rough looking. You've done some brain damage, I believe.
Yeah, I think while Chet is just like putting it to this guy, he's just tears are streaming out of his face. Fuck you! Fuck you for doing that! Biff was a cool dude!
All right, who do you want to go next?
I'm going to give it to the Grays first.
Okay.
So
The
we
Gray-
don't double up on them.
I'm going to have all 12 of the Grays move as one unit. They are going to get out of their trucks. They're all facing you, and the Grays are going to go ahead and make a group attack. So we have a bunch of rocks around. They're going to start picking up rocks and throwing them at you. Let's see if they hit you guys. Let me look at some character sheets. I run some numbers. I would like everybody to give me a contested draw of what's your perception? Because you guys are gonna, if you guys want to try and dodge it. Liam, are you gonna dodge it?
Yes, but I would like to use my twice per day. You may double your score and to add to a perception check.
Yeah, go right ahead.
You need my number now?
Yeah, it's gonna be contested with a 11.
Jack of clubs plus 4 perception, so 15.
You dodge it, easy, no problem. Sydney, go ahead and make me a perception if you want to dodge it.
I am also using that same trait. So
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got a 12.
Okay, no problem. You do it. Nettie,
Jack.
is that plus anything?
It's -1.
You take 1 point of hurt.
Okay.
Take a rock to the face. And Chet.
Because I used my frightened athletics ability to get advantage on that against him, I do not take any damage.
JK. Then you're fine. Gucci. Okay, and I'm gonna popcorn them down over to, we'll go to Nettie.
Is the tow truck that Biff is on still running?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop in that bitch and just start plowing them down.
Okay. Instead of an athletics, give me another understanding check. Or
11.
not understanding, perception.
10.
10. Yeah, you'll take out. Let's roll a die. Let's roll a d12. You take out 4 of them.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Who do you want to popcorn that over to?
I'll popcorn it over to Liam.
Okay.
Are these okay? So are these dump trucks? Are these tow trucks like normal tow trucks kind of thing? Like they've got their tool racks and shit on them?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna grab a sledgehammer off the back of one of them and just start going to town on the next gray that I see.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Athletics. So this will be a 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give that to you. Yeah, that's no problem. Let me do some more math. You'll take that gray out. And then it goes over to Sydney twice.
Oh, great. All of the grays popped out of their trucks collectively, yes?
Yes.
I'm
So
jumping
right
in
now
another truck.
you are down to 8 grays. No, 7 grays.
I'm following suit with Nettie and jumping in another truck, and I'm gonna start hitting people.
All right, give me perception.
Oh my god, that's weird. I drew 2 jokers in a row. Jack, so it's gonna be a 12.
Yeah, you'll get it. You were down to
It's weird,
2
oh.
grays. You take out 5 more grays. And Chet. Well, whoever you want to popcorn over to. No, Sydney, you get it twice. I'm sorry.
Okay, I would like to get the last 2 if I can.
Yeah, make me another perception check.
7 and 10. Wait,
10?
not
You
10.
get it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll give you guys the last 2. You mow down the dudes, the grays. They're done for.
I feel like Biff would want us to do this with his body still hanging.
No, his body's down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but his body's down. Sydney brought his body down to him. Down to the ground. Sydney and Liam, I think, yeah.
Get out the truck and go. Okay, back in the room? Back in the room?
Yeah, man, I think I need a beer.
Yeah, because it's nighttime, so we don't. I think that was one of the things they were said, like, not to be caught out at night.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like,
Is there like an ice chest or anything around here?
Yeah, there's an ice machine kind of down at the
Oh.
end of the
I kind of want to do
The
something
walkway.
with this body where he's not like out in the open.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
You want to put him in the ice box?
Yeah, just like, so he's not just,
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, sure.
Think he's gonna turn into one of those things?
I think you only turn into one if you've just been around too long.
Yeah.
This is probably the best thing to happen in this situation besides getting out.
Yeah.
So you guys go check out the ice box.
I don't like that you said that way, but yes.
I think Chet is going to bend down and like pick up Biff's body in his arms and follow those 2. And he just has like the 1,000-yard stare right now.
Nettie, make me a madness check. And fail it, please.
It's going to be an 8. Do I fail it? Can I use the determination? I got 3 of them.
Yeah, go ahead, use one.
11 with
Okay.
my suit.
You pass it. All right. So you've opened the chest box. Or the ice chest. This is ice. Kind of smelly. Kind of moldy. Hasn't been cleaned in a while.
It's where Biff belongs, I feel.
Smelly, moldy, cold place.
Yeah.
Okay. And you drop his body in there.
Yeah, he would want this.
Probably.
And then return back to the room really, really quickly.
Yeah, everybody scurries back in. Okay. So you have several more hours until daylight. You guys can rest. Or you can talk.
I think that Nettie's gonna futz with the radio a little bit. And she's gonna turn it to like station, what was it, 850, Biff said?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna turn it to 850 to see if anything comes through.
Okay. You hear Def Leppard for a minute. It's rocking. And you then hear it cut out. Sierra. Whiskey. India. Mike, Sierra, Whiskey, India, Mike. And that just repeats.
Wham.
Swimming pool?
The above ground one?
Maybe?
Ugh.
You just hear like the background. It's gonna be like a pool party, I guess.
Hope you brought your trunk, son.
So just keep in mind, Nettie, you took damage. In order to get that damage out, you have to eat and sleep. So just keep that in mind.
I think at this point, Nettie's gonna be like, we can like go swimming like after I take a little nap. As she eats another gummy worm and just lays down fetal position, curled up in a ball on one side of the bed.
I think Sydney's gonna stay up and I guess take the next lookout.
I think Liam, having already gotten a little bit of sleep, stays up with Sydney.
Okay.
You might want to rack out, Chet. You're gonna need some of them.
Yeah, man, I don't. He's like, takes a seat on the bed that Nettie's sleeping on. I don't know if I can sleep, man. I'm gonna be totally honest. I feel fine.
Once that adrenaline wears off, you're gonna crash hard as shit. Trust me. Finish your beer, shotgun that bitch, and then lay down and rest your head for a little bit.
I already popped the top, dude. I can't shotgun it now. It doesn't work like.
Oh well.
Chug.
Y'all not do that no more?
What? Really?
I don't know if I can chug right now, bros. Doesn't feel right, you know. Chugging's like a celebration. Doesn't really feel like a celebration right now.
But it is a celebration, Chet. Because you know what? Biff ain't got to deal with this shithole no more. So if anything, you're celebrating the fact that he ain't stuck here with us no more. So he's on to bigger and better places. He's driving that big old Coupe de Ville in the sky.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You also knocked the shit out of one of those grays too.
Yeah, you did, man. You came out of nowhere at that bitch, laid him out flat, son. That was impressive, I must admit.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta give him the old knuckle sandwich, you know? I feel like I got a little tension out, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for the pep talk, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to get a little shut-eye.
There you go. If anything, sneak one of her little gummies. I'm sure that'll knock your ass out.
Yeah.
Can't do drugs, man. They'll drug test me. How am I supposed to play? I already feel like I'm gonna miss the first game. I won't be out all season. That's not cool.
I think they'll give you a pass on being stuck in an extra dimensional space for a few hours. I think they'd understand.
I also don't think they come down as heavy on THC in the NCAA.
Yeah, the NCAA don't really give two shits about the THC. Now, if you was doing cocaine, doing a little fucking nose powder, then they might be a little bit upset.
Yeah.
I mean, it's legal in Colorado if the Buffaloes can do it. I mean, why can't you?
It's because it's nationwide, right? So you
Yeah.
have to abide by the general rules.
You know, I never agreed with that. I mean, if it's your home state, it's your home state, you know?
I mean, if you're playing at home, it makes sense to where like you would forego that. But
Which-
they did caught that one kid who was off the perks like real bad.
Yeah,
And he,
that's
like,
true.
freaked it.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true, yeah.
there's rules for
Are you
a
guys
reason.
gonna be talking like this the entire time I'm trying to sleep, or is that just like, yeah, that's what I thought. Good night. And she's gonna roll back over.
Chet's gonna like lay down next to her and get really, really close, but like it's almost like he's maybe a little afraid to touch you.
Nettie's like, as she's like on her side, she's gonna like reach back for your arm and just wrap it around her.
Okay. So you guys stay up, Liam and Sydney stay up for the rest of the night. Chet and Nettie take a little snoozy, have a snuggle. Do you guys talk about anything for the rest of the night, or are you just kind of just passing the time and hanging out?
I think Liam is impressed that he held on to his newfound sledgehammer, and he feels as though he has an actual weapon at this point, so he doesn't feel quite so defenseless.
That's good.
So he's just kind of like just constantly looking at Sydney like, got a fucking hammer now.
Sydney's looking back at him like, this motherfucker's got a hammer now. Shit.
Liam and Sydney.
Oh no.
Make me a perception check.
You know what? I'm going to use my second twice per day on this sumbitch because I don't like the way you're grinning.
I got an 11.
Okay.
I got a 13 with club as my suit.
You hear it. You hear a skittering in the room next to you. That Jack and Jill door can only last so long, you know that. But you definitely hear something skittering. Something big. Something moving around against the walls, the ceilings, bumping into a lamp. It crashes over. It doesn't say anything to you, but you hear it.
Sydney's holding on to that toilet tank lid, and he looks at Liam, lights another cigarette, and he goes, honestly, at this point, fuck it.
Right, fuck it. He lights up one of his reds, and he's just like, you know, if I'm gonna go out, you're a pretty fine fella to go out with. That's for sure.
Not too bad yourself, man. Not
Yeah.
too bad yourself. Hey.
Yeah.
Just the both of them there with a toilet lid and a sledgehammer.
Just low key having the fucking Def Leppard playing, like not too loud because Nettie's gonna yell at us again, but we're just like we're doing a quiet headbangers ball. Just
I love that for you.
Mm.
The skittering will eventually subside throughout the night, but you hear it for so long, in different intervals as well. You hear the bed kind of shuffling around, and eventually the sun will come up, and that whatever is in there subsides. Nettie and Chet, you wake up. Good mornings.
I think Nettie wakes up and like immediately heads into like she just like rolls off the bed and heads into the bathroom, without like making eye contact with anyone, and she's got her bag in her hand, and 15 minutes later she emerges and pristine face once more.
Witchcraft.
There's Sydney golf claps for some reason.
oh yeah, like Liam's right there with it too. Just
Yeah.
She bows.
Okay.
All right. Oh, so it's morning. Oh, I also have these, and I brandished the set of keys that I took off of Biff. I got these. It's Biff keys. Biff's.
Should we
Keys
go
of-
back to his laundromat and raid the place?
oh yeah,
It's what he would want. It's what
No,
he would
yeah,
want.
I feel like
of course.
Biff would
Oh,
want
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
100% would want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he's got any Slim Jims?
God, I hope so.
Oh, hey, dude, that'd be great.
Right.
I could
No,
snap
right?
into a Slim Jim right about now.
Dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Mhm.
Yeah. But yes, no, I think we should go back to the laundromat.
Okay. So you guys go outside. No, you guys took 2 trucks. 10 of the trucks are still there in pristine condition. You still have your Subaru with its faulty starter.
Can we look through the trucks to see if like there's any other sort of weapons? I know Liam got the sledgehammer from there, but can we like look around to see if there's anything else that might be useful?
Yeah, you guys look around. You find like an assortment of tools, general mechanic tools. You don't really find anything all that exciting. But you do find whatever tools that you find. Nothing outrageous, but you know, wrenches, socket things.
think Nettie's just gonna kind of peruse through the tools and anything that's she'll like lift it and be like, well, this is kind of heavy. She'll like put it into her bag.
Yeah.
You guys give me like 45 minutes and we'll get the Subaru up and running. I'll swap a starter out with one of the trucks.
Or we could just take the truck.
Well, then we ain't got the radio.
There's no radios in the truck?
Well,
There's
not that radio.
There's CB radios. And all of the trucks are 3-seaters, like the bench seats. None of them are. It would fit all of you guys at the same time.
I mean, we could Mad Max it up, I suppose. Witness me.
I kind of like our Outback out front.
Or out back out front. Well,
Yeah,
well, let's fix the starter then first. First off, let's fix the starter.
Make me an understanding check, Liam, but do it at an advantage because of your occupation.
Alrighty, understanding. Oh shit, I'll take that. Queen would be at 12, right?
Yes.
12 plus 1, 13.
Yeah, okay. You do it, no problem. You swap out the starter. You test it, fires right up, no problem.
Your chariot awaits, madam.
Nettie gives a little bow once more as she hops in
All right.
and fires it up. It's nice to get the car running without having to give it a little push start.
Very good. All right, everybody gets in the Subaru and head on back down to the laundromat.
Mm-hmm.
Chet's in his passenger seat spot with the bag in his lap.
There is
She she didn't even look. She just threw the bag onto your lap.
There is a calmness that kind of settles over the town, as if last night didn't even happen. You see Grays kind of idling around. You see the glint of Gale's sniper rifle up in the watchtower, the radio tower out in the distance, but you hear nothing from him on the ham. It's quiet. It's serene. And it's familiar in a way that all of you will find most painful in a distant past. One that you might remember from childhood, one from teenage years, young adulthood. You take this silence as a form of punishment. And it's quiet. And it's easy to drift into whatever thoughts you might be having. But as you drive along the road, the gravel underneath the tires, you eventually do find yourselves back at Biff's laundromat. And it's empty and dark inside. You see that the doors were burst open in a very violent way. They're hanging off of the hinges. The actual washing machines and dryers are kind of scattered about out of their places. This was a violent affair, and Biff fought valiantly. Do you all go inside? Okay.
Look on my headlamp.
You can flip the lights on. The lights will still work. There's still electricity there. Okay. As the overhead fluorescent lights hum to life, that scene of yellow, all that yellow just sort of glares back at you. But behind Biff's desk, it's empty, where he would normally be standing. What would you like to do?
I think Chet will walk around behind the desk and is there a chair back there?
Yeah, there's like a wheelie chair.
He's gonna like sit in the chair and just kind of like soak in the sight like behind the desk. See what he finds.
So what you find are so many packets of laundry detergent that have been torn open and emptied. Unknown reasons. Biff does his own thing.
Any credit cards laying around?
You find so many credit cards. None of them have Biff's name on them. Various peoples who you would imagine have come through somewhere else, and are now Grays. But he has their credit cards. You don't know what he's doing with the credit cards because there's nobody to actually buy anything from. He's the only merchant other than Ma in town. So maybe he was buying brewskis at the bowling alley.
Yeah, he was definitely buying things with those credit cards.
He definitely wasn't just smelling them.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. You do have the horrible aroma of an Axe body spray, much like your own. Maybe find some loitering cans around of Axe. But you find a trap door with a padlock on it.
Are there any vending machines?
There are. There's some vending machines, a soda one and a snack one, and then there is this is the most important thing I've ever told any of you guys about anything I've created in my life. There is a like one of those like machines where you turn it and you get like the egg toy, except for there is a chicken in the center on a pedestal. And he turns around slowly if you were to put a coin inside of him, and he sings a little song. It's the chicken dance song. And all of his eggs
A live chicken, correct?
No, it's a little plastic chicken.
Okay, I just needed that clarification.
Yeah,
in my head, I thought live chicken too.
No, but that would be so much funnier if that was the case. But yeah, you have the little chicken dance machine, and he's got eggs.
I think Chet's gonna look up over the desk. Hey, Sydney, there's you got those keys? There's a trap door with a padlock. Maybe we can get in. Probably where he's got all of his good stuff.
Sydney like goes around the counter and he sees the soda vending machine, and he is there any energy drinks in that soda vending
Like
machine?
you see Liam like with the sledgehammer gearing up to bust the lock off the side of this thing.
It's all monsters, oddly enough.
Fucking pet. Like he didn't even have to ask.
Open it
Yeah.
now.
Fucking, he just drops that sucker onto the fucking padlock to bust it open.
Perfect. They're all monsters. They're all expired by 1 month, oddly enough.
Who gives a shit? FDA puts expiration dates on it just to sell you shit. Anyway,
You're also
let's go.
confused as to how Biff got his hands on so many monsters in 1994. But
we don't care.
Life
Sydney
finds a way.
grabs one, stabs the side with the surgical scissors, and just goes for it.
it smells like sulfur.
He doesn't care.
Don't
Smells like
care.
rotten eggs.
Chet holds his hand up like this. Hit me.
Fucking you, like Liam just tosses one, just like you've never seen him been like, go on, boy. Woo.
See,
It
you
was
do
Kevin.
play catch, bro. God, isn't it fun when we all lighten up a little?
Since you guys all braved the Nettie, do you want one? Are you gonna drink one?
No, she wanted a Diet Coke.
Oh no.
I'll give you some fan service. There's one Diet Coke.
One
Looks at
Diet
it
Coke.
like it's the Holy Grail.
The last Twinkie in the
They-
apocalypse.
yeah, like he very much like holds it like it does the whole oh man and hands it to Nettie.
Wonderful. Since you all had energy drinks or something of the like, I will give you all +1 to whatever stat you want to put it in.
Speed. No.
Fast.
Fast. I want to go fast.
Just let me know what you're putting it in, Nettie, because yours is different. Yours isn't on the Google Docs.
I'm gonna bring my understanding to a 0.
All right.
Hopefully it's
Yeah,
a good
I'm gonna
idea.
bring my
You know what?
understanding to a 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring my charm to a 0 because now that he's had a monster, he's lightened up a little bit.
All right.
I bumped my understanding to a 2.
Okay, excellent. All right, cool. Well, you guys all feel a little bit zippy, a little pep in your step. Go ahead.
Is there snacks in the vending machine? Liam's in survival mode. He's trying to grab whatever he can.
Yeah, there's like Fritos, there's some Lay's, potato chips, Maybe a crunch bar.
Any ho-hos in there, dude? God, I love a ho.
We got zingers.
Zingers, yeah, for sure.
We got
But,
chocolate zingers.
yeah, I'll take it.
All right, I'm gonna grab some of them. And some Skittles.
Yes.
Okay, you grab the Skittles. Let me roll something. Unfortunately for you, you feel one giant ball of Skittle.
Not
On
a
That's
the other
actually
side.
the ideal situation.
Yeah, that's not a deterrent. That's not a deterrent in any way, shape, or form.
Oh no. My
What's wrong with-
dream.
Oh
wrong with
no!
you people?
Hold it all in my mouth. Have the ham.
Gross.
You've never ripped open a bag of Skittles and just upended that whole fucker into your mouth before?
No.
Oh,
Okay,
you're missing
That's
out.
fair.
Life experience right there.
Anyway.
We'll go to the trapdoor and start fiddling.
All right, you try some different keys. Make me, I guess, an understanding check to see if you can get the right key.
That is an 8.
I'll give it to you. You find it. It takes you a while, but you do find it at last. And you hear the click of the lock, and the padlock comes off, and unceremoniously, that door flaps open. It's almost like spring loaded. But you see, and you are met with like a glaring blue and pink light. It is so bright that it is almost painful to look at. But as your eyes sort of adjust, you realize it is neon lights down there, like a lot of them. You guys go in to the crawl space nightmare area?
Yes.
Okay. What you're met with is, if you can think of the most early internet moment of your life, you have nothing but just neon lights, flamingos, statues, like the little plastic flamingos, bubble furniture, shag rug. It smells so bad in there. So bad. It smells like it is a room full of onions, but there is not an onion to be found.
Smells like Thai.
This reminds me of the dorms, man.
And there's Curtis Mayfield is playing in the background, Pusher Man. You cannot find the source of the music, but it's there. And it's on repeat.
Like, oh god.
But you also find that Biff might have been a liar. Little bit of a fibber. You find a lot of 556. A ton of it, actually. Hollow points, to be more specific. And you also happen to find some firearms. You do find some AK-47s. The wood furnishing on them looks old and worn, and has different Cyrillic scrawled into them. I don't know if any of you speak Russian, but it is certainly not American AKs or Chinese AKs. They are Russian.
How many AKs do we find?
You find a stockpile.
Oh,
Okay, so here's the important question. Are the AKs calibered for 5.56? Or are they still in 7.62 and we've got
No.
a bunch of 5.56 rounds?
No, they're calibered for 5.56.
Oh, these are the upgraded. These are the NATO friendly ones.
In Russian though? Anyway,
Don't worry about it.
cool. Me as in Sydney, but also Ian, picks one up and starts clearing it to like check it.
Okay. Great. Make me an understanding check to see if you know how to use a firearm.
12.
Yeah, you got it, baby. You clear it, you check it, you're ready to go. You can use that firearm.
I think Chet picks up one and he's like looking at Sydney like he's cheating on a test and just kind of like mimics what Sydney's doing with his gun.
Make
I
me
think-
an
I
understanding
think
check.
Nettie
Kat.
goes over and explains how to work a firearm to Chet.
All right.
That's an
I
8.
want- Nettie, make me an understanding check.
Oh no.
Queen
All
with a +2.
All right, Chet, give me another draw. I'll give you an advantage on it.
Oh, that's a 14. Oh wait,
So
that's
much
13. Sorry.
Doesn't matter. So much Call of Duty has paid off. You've done it. You are very good at handling a firearm. And Liam.
Let's see. That'll be a fucking king's a what? What's a king?
13.
13.
13.
13. You said we're using which one again? Sorry. Understanding.
Understanding.
So 14.
Okay. You are very experienced with firearms. Are you a prepper? Question mark,
I am a card-carrying member of the NRA. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're good, man. You are Gucci.
No, I'm not Gucci. I'm Liam.
Anyway, yeah, you guys find a bunch of AKs and ammo for that, and you find some other projects that Biff might have been working on. You have some Molotov cocktails in front of you, 5 of them to be exact. You don't know if you need all 5, but you have 5 in front of you.
I think Chet's backpack has one of those like water bottle, like the little elastic band on each side, and he's gonna pick up 2 Molotovs and put one on each side.
Excellent. Excellent. So now you smell like Axe and gasoline.
Yeah, isn't that what chicks like?
And then
Oh, they're gasoline Molotovs. Damn.
he doesn't have anything better than that. But speaking of gasoline, I would like everybody to make me a perception check. We'll start with Chet.
That's a 3.
It's okay. You're really excited about your Molotovs. Nettie,
4.
you're also excited about Chet's new Molotovs. Sydney
9.
and Liam.
3 or 4 rather.
Does anybody want to use an advantage?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
You know
Yeah.
what? Actually, yeah.
I got the black Joker. Does that matter?
No.
Okay. Oh, there we go. 12.
Okay, there you go. You found it. Okay. In the corner of your eye, you almost missed it. Almost. But you see something. You see a jar? Is that a pickle jar? With this murky, cloudy, almost off-white substance in it. Would you like to look at it further, Leo?
Yes. Yes, I would. Because I know in my heart of hearts, you want me to look at this.
I do want you to look at it. So you pick it up. It is almost like a jelly consistency if you kind of move it around and look at it. Would you like to examine it any further, or like by opening the lid?
I feel like his, you know.
His cum jar. I
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
a
it
jar
wasn't good.
full
I
of
didn't want to say
jizz?
it.
You know, I don't know. Anybody want to open it?
Yeah, I'll open it, bro. I'm not scared.
Okay. So
He
you
just goes. He just hands the jar to
Chet's like holding it at arm's length and unscrewing it.
Why are we doing this?
you are met with a very distinct smell of gasoline again.
Oh, whoa. I think maybe if needed a doctor more than we realize.
No, that's napalm.
Oh.
It's jelly fire starter.
That's napalm. That's styrofoam and gasoline. That's napalm. Which is legal to have in your home.
Sure is.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you guys have found jelly fire starter. What would you guys like to do next?
think Nettie is just gonna go ahead and take that from Chet and screw the lid back on really tightly and just tuck it away in her bag for safekeeping.
Okay, very good. All right, what would you guys like to do now? You guys have your guns, you have your jelly fire starter, you have your Molotov cocktails.
Is there anything else down here of importance?
Yeah, a bunch of nudie mags. That's
Sick.
very important. Like a lot, and they are very much from the 70s.
Full bush.
Score. Bro. And like Jet kind of like grabs one and is like finagling it into his bag and trying to be really like
You
cool
you
about
catch
it.
eyes with Nettie as she is also putting one into her bag.
You get me, babe.
I'm gonna climb out of this hole now.
Yep.
Y'all need a minute? We can go. I mean,
We can
got
leave.
we got snacks.
Nettie looks at Chet just like,
I got a couple magnums in my fanny pack.
Yep. And on that note, hey Sydney, let's go check out these washing machines. I bet I get one working.
Yeah.
You've got the radio up there. You might want to turn it up real loud, bro.
Was Chet a screamer?
I think he just goes, yeah, I think I got one of them sample track discs up here somewhere. You know,
Nettie's about
place.
to give Chet the ride of his life.
You well that whatever's cawing down in the hole, you guys can turn the radio on. Very loud. You hear over the radio, Sierra, Whiskey, India, Mike. Sierra, Whiskey, India, Mike.
Well, I guess we gotta go back to that pool. Hey Sydney, question. Do you think these things are like the old ones where they work underwater? In what, like they'd still shoot kind of thing?
Maybe actually. I mean, if they are, I mean, they look like they're not really
Yeah.
compliant. So I mean,
Yeah, that's
if they're
fair.
the Russian variants, they should be fine.
What the? Is he crying?
I don't know what that was. I was trying to ignore it, but since you brought it up, I don't know if he's having a good time or if he needs someone's, not ours, but someone's help.
I think he's crying.
It's baby's first time. I don't know.
Certainly not.
just gonna knock on the door thing like, okay, we got to go.
I like to imagine that like Nettie emerges perfectly coiffed. Not a hair out of place.
Chet emerges and he's just sweating.
That onion smell has got real strong.
Was there any
Smells like
axe
Thai.
down there?
No, but there's
I-
still axe over by the front desk.
He
by Biff's
grabs a
desk.
can and just like and does the the cross.
X.
Yeah.
Great. As you're doing that, you hear overhead another helo.
Time to go.
Oh fuck.
Wait, didn't Biff have a rocket launcher in here the last time we saw it?
Done now.
I'd like,
Can we look for a rocket launcher?
yeah, I'd like to make a perception check for a rocket launcher.
Right?
Okay.
Like,
I'm gonna-
no, totally
I'm
forgot
gonna
about that.
I'm gonna roll and I'm gonna decide if the rocket launcher's still there.
I would also like to make note that Chet would have picked up as many boxes of the 5.56 that he could jam into his backpack. Since there's like only one beer out of the 6 he had in there, he's made room.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Chet grabs the ammo, and Liam grabbed all the food out of the vending machines and put it in his backpack.
This seems backwards.
Yeah, right.
There's a rocket launcher.
Ooh.
It's there. And there's
Honestly, Sydney's gonna grab it and he's just gonna hand it to Nettie because, like, I just feel like this makes sense. Like, here
That
you
tracks. That tracks.
Nettie looks at it like she knows what she's doing with it.
It's exactly why.
I'll give you that. So here's what I rolled. So I said if I rolled a 20, you guys wouldn't get it, because the 20 is for me. And if I rolled below a 5, you would get it, and I rolled a 4.
Oh, sick.
And then if I rolled between a 5 and a 20, I was gonna make you guys look for it.
Yeah, no, this
Blessed
works
be.
wonderfully.
Like for real, seeing Nettie just handling all this shit, he just like Liam looks at Sydney, nail technician, huh?
Mm-hmm. Jersey.
Man, that place is fucking weird.
So you hear, yeah, you definitely hear the helo overhead. It's just kind of circling around, doing a nice little patrol there.
Maybe we
Like
should check
where
that
we're
thing
at
around
or in
before
the
we-
distance?
Above you.
Okay.
How much ammo does that rocket launcher have?
Just one.
One. There's no more laying around, just to make sure. Oh boy.
I gave you one.
One shot.
What if we duct
Do
tape
not miss
the
your chance to
napalm?
go.
I wanna. I would. Sydney's gonna like offer that. I think we really should just blow that thing.
You want to try and shoot down the helo?
I think that Nettie's gonna shake her head. She's
No?
gonna, we don't know what they're doing.
That's the problem.
Do you think they even know we're here right now? Well, I probably see our car.
Yeah. Also, Gale has always got his little rifle on him, so I'm pretty sure he watched us drive over here.
Maybe we could like sneak out the back or something.
There is a
There's
back
still-
door.
When we can, but they'll still probably see us.
Nettie's gonna try to like peek above.
Okay. So, are you looking out the front or just out of the windows?
She's looking at like one of the. I imagine there's like big storefront windows.
Yep.
Yeah, she's gonna try to just kind of peek.
You don't
Just-
actually see it then.
Mhm.
You know that it's overhead, which tells you if you stay directly under it, it's probably not going to see you.
I think if we just kind of stay where we are for a bit, maybe wait it out, see if it goes away on its own. I don't think it. I mean, it can see our car, obviously, but I don't. Can't see us. We
I
can't
mean,
see it. It can't see us.
It's only got so much gas, right?
Yeah, it can only stay in the air for so long.
Sure, we can wait it out.
We got all these monsters and snacks. Like, I don't see a problem with waiting here. It's not a bad situation, really.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna wait it out?
Yeah.
How long do you want to wait for?
90
An hour?
minutes.
90. All right.
90 minutes.
90 minutes. Bingo fuel for return.
Okay. You give it a full 90 minutes. Not a whole lot is happening. It's still so quiet out there except for the helo. But eventually, yeah, if you guys wait, it'll start flying off.
Here.
Okay.
Do you guys get back in the car and go?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you get back into the Subaru or the Subaru, and you start heading back down towards the motel. Is that where you're headed to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. You just get back to the hotel. No incident. You don't see the helo again. You don't even hear it in the distance. You don't see it out in the horizon. It's almost like it was never there.
I feel like they're just playing mind games with us, guys.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's exactly what they're doing.
I'm gonna kind of walk over to that pool, that above ground pool.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do you climb up the ladder? So there's a ladder on one side that will lead up and then over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So once you get up to the top of the ladder, you're going to notice beneath or below, you don't find water. You don't find the bottom of the pool. You see utter darkness. Like it goes down for a long, long way.
It's a tunnel.
Oh,
Big old, yeah. It's a big old dark tunnel.
Wow.
is there a ladder? Is there like a ladder descending down? Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
I think Liam just up and over.
You guys are going to start
So
climbing
we're-
down?
Yeah, gonna follow him.
Okay.
That's
Everybody's
gonna
following?
follow Nettie, so he'll be the last one going down.
With our AKs and rocket launchers.
Yeah. Okay. Chet, since you're the last one going down,
Yeah.
you will see in the window of that of the motel, the room that was next to yours. You remember that spider thing that you saw that had your face and a pig nose and it was chasing after you during your madness check?
How could I forget?
You see just a glimpse of that looking at you in the window.
Huh.
And it's not a madness. It's real and it's frowning and it is most upset with you. It looks so sad.
Oh, can we speed it up a little bit, guys?